Everyone asks the same question. Where were they? When the castle rose from the earth and the 7 sages stood ready to tear Unova apart. Every gym leader was there, except for the Striaton Trio. Cilan, Chili, and Cress. The official story is that they didn't get the message in time. In a world of instantaneous communication and flying-type Pokémon, we're expected to believe 3 elite-level trainers just missed the memo? No, they didn't miss it. They were already there. They were the shadows moving in the periphery. They were the 3 men in the masks, the ones who move like a single entity, the Shadow Triad. But there's a missing link in this chain. A 4th shadow stepping into the light. Brycen. Think about Brycen's acting career, a man of 1,000 faces, a master of disguise who suddenly retreats to a frozen mountain because of an accident on set. That wasn't a stunt gone wrong. That was the moment the mask slipped. Brycen wasn't just a member of the group. He was the architect. He was the one who found 3 orphans with elemental potential and molded them. He didn't just train them to battle. He trained them to disappear. He taught them that the world is a stage and that the most dangerous person is the one you never suspect. He was the father figure they never had. He raised them. He watched Cilan master the subtle art of observation. Chili harnessed the raw aggression of fire, and Cress developed the fluid coldness of water. To the world, they're merely waiters in a restaurant. To Brycen, they were his legacy. But then came Ghetsis. He didn't just walk in and take them. He seduced them. He stepped into their lives with that silver-tongued rhetoric of an ideal world. He held them in such high esteem, whispering that their talents were being wasted as mere shadows or small-town leaders. He convinced them that they were the only ones with the potential to become strong enough to carry the weight of a new era. Ghetsis painted a picture of a world where they wouldn't have to hide. A world they could shape to their own desires. He gave them a purpose that felt bigger than Brycen's lessons of restraint. To young men seeking their own identity, Ghetsis wasn't a villain. He was a liberator. That's what made the switch. That's what turned them towards Team Plasma. They chose the promise of a kingdom over the quiet life of a student. And this is where the rift formed. Brycen, the man who spent his life playing heroes on screen, realized he had raised 3 monsters for a villain's cause. He had a change of heart, and he couldn't stay in the dark anymore. So he retired. He moved to Icarus, took up the mantle of a gym leader, and tried to wash the blood from his hands with the freezing cold of the winter. He broke away to follow Ghetsis' plan from a distance, hoping to mitigate the damage he had caused, hoping he could steer the boys away from the precipice. And yet, at En's castle, when the truth was staring him in the face, he stayed silent. Why? Why didn't he point at the Triad and shout their names to the world? Why didn't he expose the Striaton brothers for the spies they are? Because he's their father. Even now, after the betrayal, after the change of heart, he looks at those 3 and he doesn't see Team Plasma's elite enforcers. He sees the boys he's raised. He sees the children who looked up to him before the world got complicated. He disagrees with every choice they've made. He hates the flag they fly, but cannot bring himself to destroy them. And if you want proof, look at the Icarus gym. Look at the shadows that dance on the ice. Have you ever noticed how the Shadow Triad appears there, right outside his door, appearing and disappearing just like ghosts? They are masters of stealth. The average trainer the average citizen, could walk right past them and see nothing but empty air. But Brycen always knew they were there. He's the only one who can see them when they're invisible. He doesn't need a Devinscope or a psychic link. He sees them because he's the one who taught them how to hide. He recognizes the specific tilt of a shoulder, the way the snow doesn't quite settle right where they stand, the rhythm of a breath he'd heard 1,000 times when he was tucking them in at night. They aren't stalking him to kill him. They're visiting their father. And he stands there, staring into the empty air, acknowledging the monsters he created with a silence that screams. That's why he chose ice. Have you ever wondered why a man with that much fire in his heart would choose the coldest element of all? It's because the ice represents the absolute lack of emotion he has to force upon himself just to survive each day. He has to stay frozen. If he lets himself feel, if he lets the warmth of that fatherly love or the heat of his regret take over, he'll break. The ice is a cage for his own heart. He uses it to dull the pain of knowing what his sons are doing in the name of a madman. He surrounds himself with glaciers because he needs to be as numb as the frost just to look at himself in the mirror without shattering. He carries their secret like a lead weight in his chest. Every time he sees a report of the Shadow Triad striking, he feels the guilt of a man who sharpened the blade. He stays quiet, not out of loyalty to Ghetsis, but out of a desperate, tragic love for 3 sons who have gone too far in the dark to ever return. He stands in his gym, surrounded by ice, because it's the only thing that feels as cold as his own silence. He waits, hoping one day they'll come back to him, not as the Triad, but as the boys who just wanted to learn how to be strong. But deep down, behind that actor's mask, Brycen knows the truth. He knows that by saving their secret, he's lost his sons forever. But what do you think? Am I hot or cold on this theory? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure to like this video if you like this video, and subscribe to this channel for more awesome Pokemon theories just like this one. But for now, this has been Ev, bringing the blaze back. And always remember, keep on blazing, guys.